Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty blog, and welcome to this week's Pick 5. Now before we get started this week, a couple of housekeeping items. Go into the mailbag this week. I've had two people email me and say, David, why do your lips not match the words in your Pick 5 videos? That was a joke. I was just doing that. You know what? I don't work for NASA. I have no idea. But I assure you, my crack team of technicians is working on it. Second housekeeping item, another reader emailed and said, show us a photo of your daughter. I don't usually do that. I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a private person, considering my entire life is on the internet. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not one of those people that, Instagrams and Facebook's a photo of my kid every day. Anyways, just to satisfy this one reader, and because I took this awesome photo of my daughter on the weekend, here it is. Wait, which side? There. Here? There. Somewhere. I can't see the screen. Somewhere. Yes. It was very cute. Now I'm one of those guys that tells these stories about their kid that really aren't that interesting. But yeah, it was just funny. It was like, that's not a beer cup. It's a red Solo cup, but there was water because my wife and I were at a function and everyone was drinking and we're both losers. So we were both drinking water. And Maya we weren't even looking. She just basically just grabbed it. No, now I'm really like all those other people that just tell stories about their kids. Forget about that. Pick 5. Bang. Real estate. It's a cute photo though, right? Guys, this week I want to, because it's summer, I do this feature a lot. I want to look at properties with terraces, with outdoor spaces, but there's a catch here. Because again, I get a lot of reader emails, right? Or viewer emails. The last time I did a big thing about terraces, somebody was like, yeah, that's great. I don't have 1.3 million. Aren't there any terraces with smaller units? So without further ado, this week we're going to look at properties under $600,000 with terraces, with outdoor spaces. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised because, these things start at $429,000. And of the 5 properties this week, 4 of them, I really need a better system than this. 4 of them have no offer date, which is great. The market's changing, although I'm still seeing a lot of properties downtown with offer dates and a lot of properties selling well over the list price. Okay, so let's get started here, guys. Here's our map. We're spread out as is the custom, east to west. Well, actually, we're nothing on the east side, I should say. But we got a nice little search grid here. So let's start here, 80 Western Battery Road. 80 Western Battery Road is part of the Monarch project. 80 Western Battery, 100 Western Battery, and 50 Lynn Williams. The 3, I don't know what they're called, Vibe, Zip, and Zap, I believe. No, they're called Vibe and Zap. So 80 Western Battery is 2008. 100 Western Battery is 2010. So this is a 24-story, 301-unit building. It is called Zip. I think Vibe is the other one. In the heart of Liberty Village. So when I look at Liberty Village, and I'll go to the map here. Same thing. When I look at Liberty Village, I look at these 3 buildings here. 100 Western Battery, 80 Western Battery, and 50 Lynn Williams. And I always think this is a good spot. In terms of traffic, there's not a lot of through traffic that comes around this bend. Whereas if you're on East Liberty, right, 55 or 59, 65, 75, 85 East Liberty, it's a lot busier. So that's maybe one advantage, although these are newer and they seem to be better amenities. So pick your poison. Either way, I do like these buildings. I love the fact that they are walking distance to Metro, and that is, of course, why you happen to live in Liberty Village, because you've got Metro and LCBO and everything at your fingertips. So the unit itself, guys, not a huge unit. It's about 600 square feet. I think 605 in this floor plan. But it's a big open concept 1-bedroom. So this was nicely staged. This is a good listing. The open concept main floor area, this makes it look bigger than it is, but it's a very nice living, dining, kitchen combo. It's a 4-person dining room table. There's no TV here, so you've got to kind of imagine it turned a different way. Again, this is set up to stage, right? You walk in, there's no island. You've got your fridge super close to your couch. You've got to kind of picture this set up a little bit differently. There's your little trolley island. Faces east, great view, even from the 6th floor, because, again, 80 Western Battery Road facing east is over the townhouses. So you've got a clear CN Tower view. It's an awesome view. So, again, pretty simple, 1 bed. I think I've got a client with this model. I was going to say, I hope it's not this one. I've got a client with this exact model, not with this terrace. So let's get to the terrace because that's what we're looking at. And again, this is pretty common, stainless steel appliances, granite counters, yada yada from 2008. Decent sized bedroom. And there's the terrace. So 429,000, guys. This is the one of the 5 that's holding back offers. I still think this is probably going to sell for around 480, and it could sell for over 500,000. Those words even come out. It could sell for over 500,000. This is a 200 square foot terrace, and it has the depth here to be able to put stuff out there. And the issue with, let's say you've got a massive balcony that's, 200 square feet, but it's 100 feet by 2 feet. You can just kind of edge along like man on a ledge. Man on a ledge. Elizabeth Banks, and who was the guy in it? Hugh Jackman? I don't remember. But this is actually a usable outdoor space. And again, super sunny. Yes, you've got a unit up above you, but this is a clear view facing east. Oh my God, I thought that was a person. Not the face. I thought it was like a person sitting there like that. Anyways, I hope we can edit that part out. So yes, facing east with this little guy sitting here, and there's a CN Tower view. So because you're looking from the 6th floor over all of the townhouses, you've got a really great view. And again, here's your 6-person table. You can actually fit it. You've got space because of the depth of this terrace. And that's, I was going to throw a few examples in here of people calling it a terrace, and it's literally 3 feet deep. By 12 feet. That's not a terrace. So overall, guys, I like this place a lot. It's a great starter condo. 480,000, 460,000, 490,000, whatever you want to call it. I've priced this at 480,000, 768 a square. That sounds like a lot, but when you consider that we're not pricing in that terrace, that's a pretty good buy. The maintenance fees in this building are about 70 cents a square, so for this unit, we're looking at $436 a month. And I would say of all the units I'm featuring today, this is probably my favorite one. And it's a very well done listing too. This agent does a lot of business. Great photos, great staging. I think this thing's going to sell pretty well. Okay. Let's move on here to 410 Queens Quay, an area I usually don't talk about. I just don't have a lot of clients that want to live by the waterfront. But this is the best deal. I like the unit that we just saw the most. This is the best deal because this is $450,000, offers any time, and it's a 1-bed, 1-bath parking with a terrace, and it's 700 square feet. So this building is called Aqua. Aqua, yes. So this was also built by Monarch. This is from 2003. This is an interesting building because you can't really tell from here, but it's sort of built in a V shape. The idea behind having waterfront units is everyone wants to see the water. So if you build a building that's a perfect square, you have one side that faces south. Of course, the east and west facing people, they all say south view, as in step outside and crank your neck out on the terrace. But this is actually somewhat south-facing views from all these units. There are north-facing, of course, and those are terrible. So this is a very standard square plan. You've seen this layout a million times with this sort of peninsula island, the tile on the front, this little 4-person staging table. This is so classic. We got a new fridge, a new stove, a new dishwasher, and we kept the microwave because the microwave is exorbitantly expensive. Prohibitively expensive. So here you go. Awkward angle here, which I don't love in living spaces, but it makes up for it with the outdoor space. See, there you really get a sense of how awkward this space is. And into the little awkward triangular shape there. Beautiful curtains. And a rose on the bed. There's a note on there. Dear Michael, I am not coming home. Jane. Well, that's depressing. So, I was joking, by the way. Okay, so get out of here. We don't really care about the bathroom. There's the terrace. So, first and foremost, it's concrete. Hello, IKEA deck tiles. Go out there, hire somebody, put down some nice deck tiles. This looks ugly. Here I am, showing people real estate, telling them how great it is, and I get to a photo like this. This is ugly and awful. Concrete, 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 metal, glass. So if you were to put down deck tiles out here and they were made of cedar or they were stained dark and you had some planters and you had some lattice here, it would look a lot better. But trust me, guys, for $450,000 for a 1-bed, 1-bath with parking, with a terrace, 700 square feet, you could not possibly do better. Interesting to note here. Yes, huge private terrace facing lake. Is that the lake? Or is that a parking garage? I'm sure there's a little sliver over here that faces the lake, but as you can tell, it faces a giant parking garage. This would be facing northeast almost. Holy crap, it turned my body around because that's the CN Tower there. Yeah, there you go. That would be facing north. Where did they take this from? Yeah, this is facing north. No. Yes. Yes, this is facing north. I got very confused here, because this says southeast. So bottom line, it depends on which way you're standing. There's your lake view, a sliver of a lake view. It depends. I shouldn't call that a sliver. I'm sorry. That's a very good lake view, but it's here, and anywhere else you're not seeing the lake, and you're not seeing it from inside the condo. So not a lot to see on this one, guys, because, there's what I was talking about. See how this is kind of open face? It's kind of V-shape, so all these units can kind of sort of claim they have south views. But bottom line, dress up that outdoor space outside if you want to happen to live by the water. $450,000 for this unit is unbelievable value. Maintenance fees, just because we're keeping apples to apples, 75 cents a square foot. And last thing and that includes all utilities. Last thing I will say, this unit has 10-foot ceilings. So at 700 square feet with 10-foot ceilings, it's going to feel a lot larger. Yeah, I like this one. I think it's great value. It's just not, I like the first one more. Okay, so now we're going to go to, hello, 100 Western Battery. I think I just came from there. Yes, I did. So we were just here at 80 Western Battery, and yeah, I'm pulling two properties from the same little area. I'm going to give a shout out to Love Me Do Baby and Fraternity. You know how much stuff I've bought for my wife there? For Christmas gifts this year, I literally went in there and was like, oh my God, presents for my wife. Why don't I get her presents for my daughter? Oh my God. Then you don't have to spend as much. You don't have to buy her gold, jewelry, diamond, whatever. You literally like, this is for Maya. It's this stupid thing that I don't even know what it is because I wasn't paying attention. I just saw that it was $20. Then they open and they love it. They're like, oh my God, this is a great idea. I should take a photo of her every single month in this little blanket and cut out piece of paper that for some reason costs like $40. Great store. Okay, right. 100 Western Battery Road. What would pick 5B without the tangents and the monkeys climbing to the top of the building in my head? So this is 549, guys. This, again, offers anytime. This is a bigger unit. This has the den, which may or may not be usable. It's also 700 plus square feet. So it faces southeast. So let me just go back here for a second. So southeast is on this corner here. Now the terrace, which we'll probably get to last because we're going to go through the unit. Great shot of the front door. So here you've got, I'm tempted to say corner-ish unit, right? This is facing, I know exactly where this is. Yeah, this is the terrace over here, and this is facing the building next door. So in terms of the layout, it's comparable to the last one for living, dining, kitchen. Here's the little den area you can see there that's got the baby's crib in there. Turn that into a dining room table. So it does have a den, and big difference being, of course, if you do want to have a kid in a condo, they're not living in your bedroom with you. That den effectively is a very small bedroom, but it's got a leg up on the other one. And as I said, the other one, which I think here is going to be about $480, and who knows, it could sell for $505 in this market. The market is still hot despite the things that I've been pointing to over the last couple weeks. So can we click here? Oh, come on, Treb, don't do this to me. There we go. Let me go back one photo. Oh, it was actually just the bathroom. So here's the terrace, guys. So this is partially covered here, which is nice because you're getting a lot more sunlight through. This is 243 square feet. Maybe the way they've got it set up is not as good as the last one because they've kind of got it all open here. The last one that I showed at 80 Western Battery, they showed you that room for a 6-person dining room table. They don't really have that here. This is all set up for lounging. What they do have here, which is awesome, is this is the green roof. Okay, and I guess you do that, to get LEED certification. You put a little bit of fuzz on top of the roof and you say, hey, it's green roof. But this area here, I don't know, green, it's nice to look at, but there's nothing built on here. This isn't another unit. This just happens to be the 6th floor where I guess the building kind of goes into an L shape. So you're getting a bit clearer of a view. This is the southeast part, right? So if I were to go back to the kitchen, facing east is looking over at 80 Western Battery. This is the south section. So this is 75 East Liberty. That's 85 East Liberty. That's 65 East Liberty. So you are facing south. You're not getting a water view here from guys. Don't kid yourself. And there's a good shot. Oh, the photographer actually climbed over the railing for this one. Yes, that's awesome. Oh, great shot of the green roof. All right. I think I know what I'm talking about. And the obligatory amenity shots. Pretty decent amenities in here. I would never go in that hot tub. Okay. So at $549, this is $778 a square foot. And that's interesting because I priced the first one here, $480,000, would be $768 a square foot. I did not do that intentionally. It just so happens that that's what I think the valuation is. So I like this unit. It's got a little more size to it, but of course it may end up being another $70,000. So if you happen to be in that $5 to $550 price range, this is a great spot on the market for 6 days, which is an eternity in this market. And as I said, offers any time. Anything else we need to know about this one? Not really. 706 square feet. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, my old stomping grounds. So, 168 King Street, Unit 403. My brother, I believe, used to be in Unit 404. Oh, God. Those were the days. We actually used to live a block from each other. I was at 230 King. My brother was at 168 King. It was the kind of thing where if you ran out of wine, you could go, I'll be back in a second, and literally hoof it home, and no one would ever know the difference. Those were the days. This has been on the market for 47 days. So guys, this is just a really overpriced listing, and it shows poorly. It's $599, and it's a 1-bed, 1-bath. I think this is probably about 650, 660 square feet, and they're asking $599, which I think I mentioned. So let's go to the map here. Location, holy crap. Location-wise, wow, there's so much around here. This is why I love living in this area. So location-wise, 168 King Street, close to Jarvis, okay? Down here, you've got the St. Lawrence Market. Let me just move up. Okay, St. Lawrence Market. I'm trying to stay within the green frame here. I use Camtasia, by the way, in case anyone was interested. But I don't edit these because I'm not that smart. So, yes, I'm in the green square. St. Lawrence Market, walking distance. You are how close to Yonge Street? An 8-minute walk. You're across the street from St. James Park. I can't say enough good things about the location. The building itself was built in 2000. This is called King George Square. How many units are in here? I think there's 200. No, there's 156. Okay, I was off by 40 and change. So the issue with this unit, guys, and maybe this represents an opportunity, is that this is tenanted. Now, let me just tell you a little something about how I sell real estate. You call me and you say, I'd like to sell my condo. It's tenanted until June 1st. I say, great. We'll start on June 1st. It's that simple. June 1st, the tenant is out. We get in there and we paint it. Then we clean it. Then we stage it. We might renovate a little bit. Then we photograph it. We do the virtual tour. We put together our marketing and we list the goddamn property for sale. What we don't do is list a property like this. This shows terribly. I don't understand it. But it is tenanted, and not everyone wants to do things the way that I do. There's somebody sneaking up on the window right now. You have to get that way. Hi, thanks for doing that. That was weird. Anyways, lost my train of thought there. I really did lose my train of thought. Sorry, that's the way I sell real estate for a living. There are some people that say, I don't believe there's a quantifiable return. Why don't I just list this thing tenanted? Have 24 hours notice for showings. Walk in at 7:30 and the tenant's sitting on the couch with his feet up, watching $1 Million Listing, saying, yeah, bro, don't worry, just come on in, make yourself at home. Not the way to sell real estate. But it's also not worth $599,000 or $880 a square foot. Massively overpriced. And dare I say, very underutilized terrace. Now this literally, my brother had the unit on the other side there. Man, we had some times out there. Can't remember when we sold that place. 2010? 2010. God, I'm getting old. Okay, this is east facing. It overlooks the George Brown Terrace. It's from the 4th floor. It's an awesome space. I think it's 330. Oh, it says 400 square feet. I'm going to call shenanigans on that because my brother's was 330. Mine was 440 at 230 King. I just don't see this being 400 square feet. Anyways, we got a price of $599, so who cares? So point being, guys, great terrace out here. It's totally open air, which is awesome. There is so much sun in here. Oh, God, I think we had Mother's Day there once. We had a cousin reunion there once. You don't care about my stories. That's fine. So I don't think it's worth $599. I literally think that this thing is worth low fives. I think it's worth under $550. But, you know, look, you're selling it with tenants in there. And, you know, there's a million different fridge magnets. Oh, see, this reminds me of my bro's place. There you go. You know what? I take it back. This might be a little larger than my brother's place because this area here didn't exist. So maybe that's another 70. Yeah, it could be around 400. Okay, I'll give it that. So that is facing George Brown, and that is looking south. That building dates back to, I think, the 1880s. That was the first school in Canada, or would be Upper Canada. Ooh, when's that show coming back? You know, Turn, Washington Spies. It's like the worst name for a show ever. What show are you watching? I'm currently watching Turn, Washington Spies. That should be coming back soon. I just remembered that because of the guy with the high voice. Upper Canada. John Graves Simcoe. Okay, you can read about this and more in my new book, Stuff You Don't Care About While You're Trying to Watch Pick 5 and Being Distracted by David's Tangents. That's not a real book. Okay, so there's the hot tub that no one ever uses. That photo is literally from 2004. One person took it, and everyone's been stealing it from MLS since. And there's another hot tub I wouldn't go into. Okay, so we've got an overpriced listing. We've got a ton of potential there. Get the tenants out, repair, replace, few kitchen cabinets, do a nice job on that terrace. Love the location. Really, 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 really like this property, guys, for around $550,000. Okay, so the last property here, guys, we are really flying today. 34 Claremont, Unit 102. This is a really cool property in a really cool building. So here you go. Hello, steps to Prime Queen West. Hello, steps to Trinity Bellwoods. Very cool building. This is it right here. This one. This was a conversion by, you guessed it, Bob Mitchell. I know I blew Bob Mitchell up in a post not too long ago. It just so happened that he happened to do, that was poor grammar, it just so happened, I think 2 or 3 of the units I was featuring in Pick 5. Now, take a look at this sign. Paul Johnston, who, great real estate agent, happened to have a sign out front the day that Google went by, and Paul will forever be immortalized in Google Maps. Now, the issue here, guys, with this building, oh, crap. There's a fire hall right across the street. So look, you're downtown, it's loud, it's noisy. I'm sure these guys run routes, but unless you're working from home, it's probably not going to bother you that much. But that, straight ahead, is Queen Street, and that is your quiet 13-unit building. I love this building. So this unit is really cool because this isn't just an outdoor space. This is a backyard in the city. And unfortunately, there's only 4 photos for this one because it's one of those discount brokerage thingies. But this is $599, 1 bed, 1 bath. It's got parking. It's got locker. And the photos show, polished concrete floors. I think there's 11, 12 square foot ceilings. Really cool interior, wood burning fireplace. And there's the outside. So I wish there were more photos to share with you guys because I'd love to talk this thing up more. But basically what you've got down here is kind of that seating section. Here would be an area where you could, I don't know, you could put another seating section. You could put a barbecue. Here is flagstone. There's, I've been in this unit, which is why I know it. There's room for plants. There's like, I don't know, an old tree stump. Looks like an old, like, it just feels like a backyard. It feels like a small backyard. If you bought like a house in Leslieville on a 60 or 70 foot lot, this would be your backyard. And this is in the city, steps to Queen Street. It is such a cool property. There's only 13 units in this building. And at $599, pretty good price. I like this thing a lot. This is down from, I think, $649. Totally unique. And maintenance fees reasonable, $432. The unit itself, I think, interior square footage, 500 and change square feet. Here we go, 5 to 599. I wish there were more photos, as I said, because this is a really cool spot. And that's your main living space. What they're not showing is there's a big area for a table over here. And yeah, it's a great starter condo as well. So what we've got there, guys, today, 5 properties. Let me go back to the beginning. The Claremont one, again, $599, say it's mid-5s. 168 King, again, mid-5s. 100 Western Battery Road, that's $549. I think that's worth it. The Queens Quay one legitimately is available at $450. And then this one at 80 Western Battery should be around $480,000, $500,000. So, you know, you've got a pretty good mix here of units that are in that entry level. And I'm sorry, entry level for, you know, I mean, it's, what did I do there? How did I get down there? Oh, sorry, entry level for, you know, downtown Toronto is sort of around that $400,000+ mark. Entry level for something that is not tiny, has parking, it's got an outdoor space, we're looking in the 5s. We're looking here in the mid-5s. And these are all really good opportunities in their own ways, all 5 of them. So that's it for me, guys, for this week. I know this is a quick one. I'm thinking next week maybe we'll do, I don't want to make such a big deal of this whole market change, but I thought maybe we'd do properties that have been sitting on the market. I did that once in December. I've seen a handful of properties that are sitting on the market. There was one at 549 King. Been sitting on the market. And it's funny because I had a client sell there in like March, right? And it was a gong show what this person got. And now a very similar unit, Sans Parking, happens to be sitting on the market. We had 6 offers on our listing. So, you know, market's slower, but I think the agents really need to understand the change in the market. I'm still seeing, of the 5 here we had today, 1's holding back offers, but I'm still seeing properties come out with offer dates, and I don't understand it, because some of these things, there's no way you're getting 6 offers to bring you up to the value because you're priced at $399, and you want $500. Just price the goddamn thing at $499, right? Or $519.9 or whatever you want. And what's ends up happening is it's listed at $399. They pass the offer date, and then it comes back out at $5,099, the day after offer. So the market's changing. Whether you're buyer or seller, just be diligent, feel it out. I've always said the feel in this market is more important than the data and the statistics. Feel out this market, look for opportunities. There are still bidding wars going on. There are still properties selling for 30-40% over list. It's just not happening as frequently. So you really got to be diligent nowadays, folks. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Have a fantastic long weekend. I'm actually going to a bachelor party this long weekend. And by bachelor party, I mean a round of golf and going to Morton's for steaks. My, how our lives have changed at this age. And if there's a God, I will be at home drinking a warm glass of milk in bed and doing a crossword by 10:15. Not actually, but you get the idea. Anyways, guys, safe, happy, fun, long weekend. I will see you next week. Bye for now.